Hello everyone. Let's look at the new features and changes that Microsoft is rolling out as part of Windows 11 Build 27.9.28 through the Canary channel. Remember that these improvements are not tied to any specific release of Windows. Okay, so in this release, there are not a lot of changes. However, Microsoft is actually adding more legacy features from Control Panel into the Settings app. So let's dive right into the Settings app. So these changes are actually happening inside of the time and language section. And then if we go to date and time, here, if we use this option, you can see that now we can add multiple clocks. You can select the time zone for a specific region, and you can specify a nickname for that clock. When you set the clock, you will see it when hovering over the time area, and then from inside of the notification center, as you can see it right here. Now, as part of this release, it's making available the settings to change the date and time format from this section, and the company even added an option to change the symbol for AM and PM. Now, if we open the Sync Now setting, we're going to notice that starting with this release, you can change the time server for your computer. So if you want to get the time information from a different domain, you can specify it right here. And time and language, if we go to language and region, if we open this setting, we're going to find that now Microsoft is adding the option to enable support for the Unicode UTF-8 for worldwide language support. Also, inside of the original format section, Microsoft is adding the ability to change the number format. And you can also change the currency format. And finally, on this page, under the additional settings section, you're going to find two options that also were only available in Control Panel in the past, but now they're in the Settings app. And those options are the one to copy the current settings to the welcome screen and system accounts, and for new accounts. In addition, this flight also rolls out several fixes and improvements. You can always check the video description to find a link to the story with more details about this particular update. Also, recently, the company made available Windows 11 Build 27.9.24, which I didn't have the time to cover, so I'm just going to point out the main features that came in this release. So basically, on Build 27.9.24, the company been catching up with the AI features in the Canary channel. And for example, the company released an updated version of the Recall app that includes a homepage, as you can see right here, that groups all your recent snapshots. From here, you can see that the page offers a greeting and the current date. You also have a search box that you can use to search your history. And then you can see that at the left, we have a navigation pane that allows you to switch between the timeline and the homepage. From here, you can also notice that the timeline slider is at the bottom and not at the top anymore, but all the other features are still the same. One other thing that has changed is that now the settings menu is on the bottom left corner instead of on the top right corner. Also, in the Settings app, the company is adding an AI agent, so you can use natural language to find and change settings. So I talked about this before, but if this is the first time that you see the AI agent in the Settings app, basically it's an update to the search integration in the Settings app that allows you to search for settings and apply settings using AI. So let's say if I wanted to change the brightness, you can see that AI recognized my intention and is giving me the option to let the AI change the settings on my behalf. You can apply the changes, and if you don't like, you will also see an option to undo the changes. Now, it is important to note that the AI features are only available Copilot Plus PCs since they require a special hardware configuration, including an NPU, to process the AI tasks. And finally, in this release, Microsoft updated the system section and added an advanced page. Well, basically, this is a replacement for the For Developers page, and all the settings that were on that page are now available on this page. And you have also new features, including the ability to enable long path, and also we have virtual workspaces And from here, you can control different features about virtualization, including the ability to enable the hypervisor, Windows Sandbox, and the virtual machine platform. These are the features that you usually turn on by the legacy Windows feature, which you can usually access by going to the Turn Windows Features On and Off. As you can see, we have the Hyper-V right here and Windows Sandbox right here. We also have the hypervisor platform and the virtual machine platform, which are features that now can be found right here. And that's it. Those are the biggest changes that Microsoft has been working out in the last 2 previous builds of Windows 11. Let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And I just hope this video was informative for you. And I would like to thank you for viewing.